can hardly believe it, but it's true. NASCAR is making its debut at Moterfest with an exclusive tournament.
That's right, and the festival went all out to build a circuit worthy of this legendary competition.
Hello, Honolulu, and welcome to the broadcast of the final qualifying round for the NASCAR Motorfest Tour Tournament.
Whoa, colossal stakes here, Bob. All these guys dream of becoming professional drivers, but it's time to stop dreaming if they want to make it to Speed Paradise.
Amen to that. And some came with very serious intentions, like driver 61, who is trying to qualify for the second time.
I admire these stubborn people, but sometimes, Bob, we're just not cut out for this sport. Although I've got to admit, I'm very curious about his choice of team.
You're talking, of course, about Roy the Miracle Henson, the former NASCAR driver who is the new crew chief for Car 61.
Oh, wow, that guy was a rock star. Undoubtedly the greatest hope of the 1970s, before unfortunately being struck down in his prime by the sport. It's incredible seeing him come back to the world of NASCAR.
That's right, Sean. So let's wish him a glorious comeback.
This is your moment, buddy. So stay focused and above all, drive smart.
The green flag is in the air, and we are racing in a purely urban race here in Hawaii. This is the first time Honolulu is hosting NASCAR, and the track is very interesting.
Despite these 8 corners, this circuit is designed for speed. Two very long straights will encourage these drivers to keep their foot on the gas. But that is where they've got to be careful. Each of these straights leads into a very punitive bend.
So, you're advocating measured acceleration?
Good heavens, no. I want what everyone else wants. Speed and jump.
Sean, you're a man of civil desires. That rookie's not here just to get pushed around. He's here to get some of his own back. Is out of the pit and ready for more. Passed.
Everything okay, pal? If you negotiate it well, you won't need to slow down in the next two corners. Turn right, then left. Stay inside the corners, then accelerate. And the ammo. Right, boy. New sheriff in town. They're eating your dust now.
Time.
You're low on gas. Nurse her home. Slipped by him like smoke through a fence.
Henson's car is returning to the race after a quick stop. Henson's driver has good pacing and is basically entering the second half of the race.
Roy Miracle Henson is back in the game as crew chief, and I can't believe it. I had a poster of this guy in my room when I was a kid.
Yeah, that doesn't make us any younger. Wasn't it at a race in Talladega in 1977 that earned him the nickname Miracle?
And that's right, it was his own teammate, Bert Sinclair, who crashed into him on the penultimate lap. Roy rolled over 8 times, and believe it or not, the old guy drove away unscathed to finish the race.
8 rolls? Oh, how do you expect the audience to believe that, my friend?
Racing cars were tough as nails back then, Bob. Roy and his car survived, but his hopes for the title did not. He finished too low in the standings. For Roy, that race was a miracle and a nightmare, a real setback.
Well, let's hope that 61 will see a better ending today.
That remains to be seen.
They're eating your dust now. You're low on gas. Nurse her home.
Team Henson just put their driver back on track.
The green flag is in the air, and we are racing in a purely urban race here in Hawaii. This is the first time Honolulu is hosting NASCAR, and the track is very interesting.
Despite these 8 corners, this circuit is designed for speed. 2 very long straights will encourage these drivers to keep their foot on the gas. But that is where they've got to be careful. Each of these straights leads into a very punitive bend.
So, you're advocating measured acceleration?
Good heavens, no. I want what everyone else wants. Speed and drama.
Sean, you're a man of simple desires.
Bring your car in, she's hurting bad. keep it up. Everything okay, pal? If you negotiate it well, you won't need to slow down in the next two corners. Turn right, then left. Stay inside the corners, then accelerate. And the ammo!
And boom! 61 passed!
Pretty.
And that's a pit stop for 61.
It's far from over. Now speed up.
Let's try that again.
Last move, that's for the best. Your stallion is down for more. I hope you're too.
flag is in the air, and we are racing in a purely urban race here in Hawaii.
It's like it never happened.
Rubbing is racing, but you don't want to push it.
This is the first time Honolulu is hosting NASCAR, and the track is very interesting.
Despite these 8 corners, this circuit is designed for speed. 2 very long straights will encourage these drivers to keep their foot on the gas. But that is where they've got to be careful. Each of these straights leads into a very punitive bend.
So, you're advocating measured acceleration?
Good heavens, no. I want what everyone else wants. Speed and drama.
Sean, you're a man of civil desires. Another great maneuver.
Your machine is showing signs of tiredness. Your car is about to give up. Bring her to the team. Everything okay, pal? If you negotiate it well, you won't need to slow down in the next 2 corners. Turn right, then left. Stay inside the corners, then accelerate. And the ammo.
The green flag is in the air, and we are racing in a purely urban race here in Hawaii.
Let's try that again.
Easy, god damn it!
This is the first time Honolulu is hosting NASCAR, and the track is very interesting.
Despite these 8 corners, this circuit is designed for speed. 2 very long straights will encourage these drivers to keep their foot on the gas. But that is where they've got to be careful. Each of these straights leads into a very punitive bend.
So, you're advocating measured acceleration?
Good heavens, no. I want what everyone else wants. Speed and drama.
Sean, you're a man of civil desires.
Team Henson is bringing their machine back home for repair.
You're going back in. Everything okay, pal? If you negotiate it well, you won't need to slow down in the next two corners. Turn right, then left. Stay inside the corners, then accelerate. And the ammo. That's a clean pass if I ever saw one. You got in their head.
Looks like it's pit time for 61. Strategic move or unforeseen mishap?
It's far from over. Now speed up. stage, kiddo.
A beautiful move right there. It's pit time for Team Henson.
Your stallion is down for more. I hope you're too.
Be kind, rewind.
Easy, you need your car to stay in one piece if you want to win that thing. Last move, that's for the best. All right, kid, back to business. Come on, buddy. I know you'll give everything. You're in the last lap.
We'll get it this time. Let's call this a do-over. One more time.
That boy will soon be running on fumes. Hell yeah, fellas! That's what I call racing.
And Team Henson has a date at the Cajo Elave Speedway. The last driver to qualify for the big tournament. What a comeback!
What was bound to happen has happened. Well done, driver. This is a milestone in your quest to become a real NASCAR driver. Though it's only the beginning. The real competition starts now.
You on your way, buddy? Well, no Thunderbolt for the big league, but I got new stickers to represent the team. Pretty proud of myself for negotiating this deal with Nichols Pickles. I love their dill pickles.
What was that?
What the hell's going on?
Someone is trying to bump into us. I'm trying to reach them.
This moron's gonna ruin the paint job.
Hey, sorry, friend. Didn't see you there.
Sounds like an obvious lie.
Oh, wait, you're the one who crashed into the wall during the qualifying race, right? Yeah, it's you. Remember me?
Driver, this man is Jimmy Wolf. He pushed you into the wall back then.
Oh, come on. Water under the bridge. But I'm glad to see you're back and, woo, on Team Henson? I didn't even know that old guy was still alive.
What did that young dumbass fence postmaster say? He's about to get my size 12 pulled up his ass.
I didn't understand a word, ZZ Top. Well, 6-1, the tournament hasn't started, and I'm not fully awake yet. I need a little stimulation. What about a little challenge? First to reach the starting grid inside the speedway? Come on, it'll be fun. Just try not to drive too close to the wall.
That idiot reminds me of that son of a gun, Sinclair. Teach him a lesson.
Normally, I would say not to rise to this kind of provocation. But let's kick his ass.
Check out my car, 6-1. I'm an Omni guy now. These guys are rich, like loaded. And you got the old geezer. Man, I always feel bad for the little ones. but don't get any ideas. It won't be the same in the tournament.
Here we go. Forget that I owe a gym. There's much more at stake here. You're competing in the first quarterfinal of the tournament in a packed stadium with people from all over the US. No pressure. Well, maybe a little. After all, pressure is part of the game.
Hello, and welcome to our coverage of NASCAR here in Hawaii. The very first race of what promises to be an epic tournament, just the way we like it. And now, Sean, how about a quick recap of what's coming in the competition?
32 drivers will compete in 4 quarterfinals, with the top 16 qualifying for the semifinals. Only then will we know which 8 drivers will reach the finale.
Simple and efficient. And things here are going fast, friends. The first quarterfinal is about to start.
It's showtime! Everybody ready? Set! Go!
And we're off for the first race under the beautiful Hawaiian sun. What a way to start the competition. It's a good start for Kyle Larson from the pole position. With Byron in car 24, we've got 2 Hendrick Motorsports drivers in this quarterfinal.
We know how well this team performs. It's the most successful in NASCAR history, with over 300 victories and 19 titles. And believe you me, they are not here to mess those numbers up.
Take as little as possible, son. Focus on speed and trajectories and corners for the first laps. Let's find our pace, buddy.
We just heard Roy Henson, Team Henson's crew chief, giving advice to his driver. Oval tracks are different from road circuits. There are far fewer speed changes and braking maneuvers, but you need to know how to manage constant high speeds and drafting. Not easy for a rookie, but 61 has made it this far and seems determined.
You know how much I like Roy Henson, but honestly, I'm afraid this driver lacks a bit of experience at this level of the game. There won't be any miracles this time.
Oh, really? Well, I can see him making it to the final. I would bet my new fishing boat on it.
Bet accepted.
Hey, that was a figure of speech, Sean.
Too late.
Come on, don't be a child.
I remember a much younger, bolder Bob that would never back out. So what now, old man? Are you a man or a mouse?
Good heavens, you're putting me at risk with my Giselle. She'll kill me if I lose that boat. But what the heck? I take that bet. But if 61 does it, I'm taking your Corvette, the 71 Stingray.
Yes, that's my hombre. Easy win.
you schooled that kid. Well, shoot, I gotta admit this Mustang here is more powerful than my good old Thunderbolt. You're hitting an average speed of 180 miles per hour. Ha ha! That's goddamn wild!
Someone's hitting the pit.
You're doing a good job. Now keep it up. Come on, keep that range under control. Smooth as whiskey, mean as fire. They're nervous. You got in their head.
Looks like it's pit time for 61. Strategic move or unforeseen mishap?
Henson's car is returning to the race after a quick stop.
They're playing dirty. Keep your cool. There you go. Now stretch that gap.
And that's a pit stop for 61.
You made that look pretty. You're going back in.
watching the NASCAR Moterfest Tour quarterfinal, with just a few laps to go before we find out who will be in the semifinal. That 61 car is flying.
White flag right now, only one lap to finish. Mind your gas gauge, kiddo.
This was the opening of what promises to be a heck of a tournament, ladies and gentlemen.